Welcome to Home Safety Hotline, a game where you look through wiki articles to help people with cryptids. Today's going to be the last part. We're going to finish the game today. We have done all the days except for, I believe we're on Saturday. Game's getting a lot scarier. So let's begin. That's there now. I've already read these, so I'm confused why it's mentioning them. I'm just going to click on Thunder Peak. I've already watched Thunder Peak from last episode at the end. If you missed out on that, you can go and watch that. Then there's this creature now on the screen, maybe a woman? It's hard to tell. They're green. But a little wary now, but let's get into it. Saturday. I'm going to lower my audio because it's a little loud. Let's clock in. I'm a lot more nervous. It's been pretty scary. The game is a very good building of tension. It's been very good at that. I haven't played this for a day, but I'm excited. Let's see Weird Carol.
Park employee, lend thine ear once more. Supervisor Carol here again. I've updated thy permissions to grant thee access to all relevant household hazard information. Continue thy labors, employee. Soon thy time in the soil arriveth. Prepare thy body.
That's not good. So apparently if you're good enough at HSH, you get taken by the people above and below the soil, maybe? Version has been updated. The new entries now available. There's a... Just all of them? It is all of them. Leaves. Or autumn vines. Autumn vine. Oh, we're getting a call. We'll look at these.
What the freak? I'm turning pink! Like, what's happened to me? The doctor said someone to take me away. I did what you told me to do! I did!
It must have been the soap. Sorry, Jules. Autumn vines are vines with orange or red leaves that are known to slowly grow over a house. Frequently occurring during the fall, homeowners with autumn vines often report feeling dizzy, lightheaded, or blissful. The pheromones autumn vines release in the air, while not toxic, can often cause household accidents thanks to their blissful, dizzying effects. Oh, getting a call.
Some kind of animal has gotten
That's
into
scary
my
photo.
cellar. I know it's down there because I can hear it flapping around sometimes when the house is quiet. Tell me what to do to get rid of this thing because I think it's getting into all my Pinot Noirs and Chardonnays. I found a whole bunch of broken bottles on the floor. Stupid thing is probably getting loaded.
Okay. Don't worry, Brittany. We'll get right on that. I have to put you on hold, though, so please hold.
Please hold.
It's a really creepy photo. To remove autumn vines from a household, locate where the initial growth is coming from by inspecting the soil around the home for an extended red parent vine. Pull this vine out by the roots and burn it. Prevent autumn vine growth by making regular offerings of insects or meat substances to the one beneath the soil. Bed hag. Ugh. Bed hags are large humanoid creatures with an elderly, woman-like appearance. They are known to dwell beneath beds, hammocks, and other suspended sleeping apparatuses. Homeowners infested with bed hags will sometimes report croaking or wheezing sounds at night, or the feeling of a heavy weight on their chest at night. Danger. Bed hags are not dangerous to most healthy human adults, but small children and humans suffering from breathing problems such as asthma may be adversely affected by their presence. Bed hags are known to steal the breath of their sleeping subjects at night, causing a shortness of breath and sometimes sleep paralysis. Bed hags can in fact be beneficial to a home, as their presence can frighten off other pests such as a various of insects or mice. In the case where a bed hag is undesirable, it is advised to utilize HSH pest removal services. Ugh. It's creepy. Let's hear Autumn Vines. Okay. Yeah, I don't like it. Dorcha? A Dorcha. What the hell? Dorcha is the one who delivers. Homeowners experience Dorcha commonly report feelings of immense dread and the sensation of being followed or pursued. They may also experience visions of great lurking shadows. Dorcha will deliver that which it seeks. There is no coming back from deliverance. Dorcha is otherwise harmless to humans it does not seek. To be sought by Dorcha is to be found by Dorcha. If you or a loved one are sought by Dorcha, it is advised to grieve and find peace through acceptance. Oh my god. Yeah, these are getting a lot creepier in nature. Leprechaun. That... okay. Leprechauns are small humanoids covered in a long brown hair that are common for consuming... long brown hair that are known for consuming common household valuables such as jewelry, silverware, or other precious metals. In addition to being a household nuisance, leprechauns' appetite for precious metals can also cause long-term damage to heaters, furnaces, and other common appliances if they are not properly protected. Additionally, leprechauns can occasionally cause direct harm to humans in cases where homeowners have metallic medical implants such as braces, crowns, or joint replacements. Solution: leprechauns will move on to other feeding grounds on their own once they run out of food, but more proactive means of removal require physical capture. If immediate removal is desired, it is recommended to utilize professional help via HSH pest control services. Neighbor's doorway. Neighbor's doorways are door frame-like structures that can often appear in basements or cellars. They are known to cause confusion if stepped through, as well as parallelism. Like parallelism? Weird. Okay. I don't know what that word is. What does that mean? Like, so, let's see. State of being parallel or of corresponding in some way. Neighbors' doorways do not cause any direct harm to humans, but if stepped through, the resulting parallelism will often result in unwanted household activity, such as an altered behavior or perceived missing memories in the human who comes through the other side. Neighbors' doorways are tricky to remove without accidentally putting one's body through them, and potentially triggering the parallel activity. It is advised to utilize HSH doorway removal services. One can prevent neighbors' doorways from occurring by practicing mindfulness and not letting one's mind wander towards wishing for alternative life paths. That's interesting. That kind of gives me the vibe that if you go through this, you go to a parallel universe, parallelism. Apuka kind of reminds me of the one movie. It's on Hulu. It was where there's a really annoying song like Puka see Puka. I forget what it is, to be honest with you, but Pukas looks like a dog, a standing dog. Pukas are shapeless creatures that commonly inhabit homes in the shape and likeness of a household pet. They are known for their tendency to replace common pets such as dogs or cats and live in their place to watch homeowners eat and sleep. Homeowners with puka frequently report unusual or frightening pet behavior. Pukas are relatively harmless to humans, but the discarded bodies of the household pets they leave behind can over time create other pests and disease hazards within the home. A foul smell signifies decay, and the discarded body should be found and removed immediately. Pukas can be discouraged to leave a home by not drawing attention to their activities. Pukas thrive on the attention they receive from frightened homeowners, so refrain from screaming or yelling when surprised by them, and make attempts to ignore their presence whenever possible. Interesting. Oh, okay. That made me jump. Reanimation. That might be a thing about the animation. Reanimations are any deceased remains of living creatures capable of moving on their own. Homeowners with reanimations commonly report foul smells, soil being tracked inside the home, and large holes in the ground appearing near or around the home. Reanimations are capable of spreading a wide variety of dangerous diseases and parasites deadly to humans, so close proximity or contact should be avoided at all costs. They are also commonly used to inflict direct violence against homeowners and are incredibly adept at hiding and waiting for vulnerable moments. Solution: reanimations pursuit is slow but relentless, so relocation is not necessary or advisable. It is advised to contact any friends, neighbors, or strangers the homeowners may have recently slighted and make peace or bargain. So you want to bargain with whoever summoned this. Spriggan. We finally got to read on a Spriggan. There's nothing there. Huh. Is there something there? Okay, Spriggans are small green humanoids with leaf-like coatings on their body. They are rarely seen in households and reside primarily inside trees. They are known to act violently upon homeowners when provoked. However, homeowners affected by Spriggans commonly report rapid vine growth in and around their homes and the feeling that the trees are watching them. Danger. Spriggans are incredibly dangerous to humans when provoked, and physical contact with one will result in the growth of a sprig tree within the affected individual. Spriggans cannot be persuaded to leave the home once provoked. However, one can take precautions to prevent provoking a Spriggan. Refrain from removing trees, flowers, or weeds on your property. Do not ever kill or hunt wildlife within view of your home. Do not eat any wild fruit or vegetable that may grow on your property. Consider making offers of water each night, left in a clean dish on your porch. Okay, what do they sound like? Okay. A troll. It's creepy. That's not really what I would think a troll would look like, but okay. Trolls are giant 12 feet tall. That's tall. Nocturnal creatures that normally are not seen in the home. However, during the winter, they will deflate their bodies in order to fit inside homes and steal warm materials such as blankets or articles of clothing. Homeowners infested with a troll will frequently report missing clothing or claim to hear the shrill sounds of air escaping in the middle of the night. Trolls are very dangerous to humans when they're startled, thanks to their ability to inflate their bodies to their full height of 12 feet in a matter of seconds. Their skin, despite its flexibility, is incredibly durable and will smash through the ceiling of most homes when fully inflated, causing property damage and injury to anyone in the vicinity. Do not ever approach a troll. An active troll will leave by morning once it has secured its bounty. It is recommended to install repelling fixtures such as a UV light to prevent future break-ins. Gonna flop? Okay. Warlock Remnant. Ooh, creepy. That is a old man in a mirror. Warlock remnants are a residual presence often left behind by former warlocks, most commonly inhabiting older households, castles, or underground dwellings. Homeowners experience warlock remnants often report objects moving on their own, the sound of hostile warning whispers, or sighting bearded figures in reflective surfaces. Danger. Warlock remnants, while a hostile presence, are mere echoes of their former selves and are generally harmless. Their ability to manipulate small household objects can prove hazardous to less cautious homeowners, however. Solution. Homeowners can purge the remnant from their home with the use of a Seelie stone, but the adventure to retrieve one is both long and perilous. It is not recommended. If a warlock remnant proves sufficiently hazardous or inconvenient, it is highly recommended for homeowners to just simply relocate. Okay. That's all of our new creatures. Shrieking. Cool. All right, so let's help out Brittany here. Some animal has gone... let's just re-listen.
Some kind of animal has gotten into my cellar. I know it's down there because I can hear it flapping around sometimes when the house is quiet. Tell me what to do to get rid of this thing because I think it's getting into all my Pinot Noirs and Chardonnays. I found a whole bunch of broken bottles on the floor. Stupid thing is probably getting loaded.
So a bunch of broken bottles on the floor. Okay, it doesn't sound like a kobold. So if it's in the cellar, it could be one of the cellar creatures, but I kind of doubt it because cellar growths don't really break anything. They're just kind of annoying. Little heavy goo slime things. Flapping around. What could be in the basement flapping around? It could be a trash gnome. Let's see. Trash gnomes. No, loud crunching sounds. It's not that. Well, it could just be a wine sprite, actually, flapping around. Wine sprites are a subspecies of sprite that are known for consuming wine. They're small, large-eyed winged creatures with a translucent skin that often appear red while they are feeding. They have a long proboscis that they use to drink. Homeowners infested with wine sprites commonly report broken glasses and their wine having a rotten taste and smell. Are not directly dangerous. Wine sprites can be removed from various household objects and traps, provided they are baited with wine. To avoid future infestations, be sure to always clean wine glasses and containers immediately after use. My assumption is a wine sprite. Flapping and broken wine bottles. All right, Brittany, there you go. Okay. Let's see what's next. It's kind of uncomfortable when the music stops. Gives me that kind of dread of the next phone call, almost. Hi, Ruth.
So, I think something may have died inside my desk. It stinks to high heavens, and something is leaking out of it.
Ooh.
I have to lock the door to my office since my kids are overly curious about the smell, so I need to know what to do about this as soon as possible.
I know what this is instantly, actually. I remember wood secretions.
Please hold.
Wood secretions are pink, viscous liquid substances that can be found from wood that has been mistreated. It is known to drip from wooden materials such as furniture or walls, causing a sticky, pooling buildup. Wood secretions could be deadly to humans, causing a rapid translation of flesh if ingested. Keep animals and humans away from the secretions at all costs. as its foul odor will be interpreted as sweet candy-like smell to them, making them particularly susceptible to accidental ingestion. Once started, wood secretion will continue indefinitely. To remove the hazard from home, the offering wood should be replaced entirely to prevent wood from entering the secretion stage. Or to prevent wood from entering the secretion stage, ensure good care is taken towards wood in the home, and refrain from scratching, knocking, or banging on wooden surfaces. Do not insult or shout at wood. So it's wood secretions. Pretty easy on that one. Cool. Good job. Good job, us. Wood secretions is... There's a lot of interesting articles. This is a very intriguing game. I imagine they quite enjoy SCPs in the back rooms. I imagine. Hi, Howard.
I think there's someone watching me. Outside, something is moving around in the trees, and I can never get a good look at them, but I know they're out there. I've seen their eyes. I don't know who they are, but the police were no help. They just asked me stupid questions like if I mowed my lawn recently or if I ate fruit in public or something, and told me to call you. You'll be more helpful.
Thank you, Howard, for calling. We're going to absolutely help you with your situation. Do you like to put out bowls of water? You might want to start liking that. I'm going to put you on hold.
Please hold.
So that is absolutely just a Spriggan, I would say. There are a couple things that stock, but people talking about eating fruit and the trees watching you. All right, cool. Let's look at the cute raccoon while I think. Hello, raccoon. But I really enjoyed this game. I hope the developers enjoyed their time creating it. It is a wonderful piece of art. It's got a good aesthetic to it, a good creepy feel. Oh, getting that call. Let's listen in.
My brother told me to call this number, but I don't know why. Things have never been better around here. My brother says he doesn't like the way the leaves move, the way they grow around the house like a warm embrace. Things are good here, brother. Things are good. Would you tell my brother that things are good?
So they grow around the house like a warm embrace. The way the leaves move.
Please hold.
Please hold. So J. That could be autumn vines. With red or orange leaves. Okay. House. Fall. It's April, so it isn't fall. I mean, I think it kind of has to be that, realistically. Because it adds blissful. What are sprig vines like? Vines rapidly grow. No. These aren't dangerous. Yeah, I think it has to be autumn leaves. Or autumn vines, not autumn leaves. I keep making that mistake. I apologize for that. I think it kind of just has to be. Nothing else really fits in my brain at the very least. A euphoric plant. The only one there is autumn vines. Let's see. What is next? Just waiting, I guess. Oh, there it is. Hi, Jill.
Do you know how I got here? I'm not where I should be. Please, I was told that you could help me. My family. They aren't my family. I don't know what's happened. Please tell me how to get back to my family.
Okay. Please hold.
Please hold.
I'm pretty sure... Ooh, the music changed. Pretty sure it's a neighborhood door. It should be. Please, I was told you can help me. My family, they aren't my family. Sorry, Jill. This is your new family. Goodbye now. It has to. I think it has to be that. It's not the portal. At least that thing's freaky. You just like have this willing, like real big want to go through it. Oh, getting another call real quick.
Hi, yeah, there's this awful smell of rotten eggs coming from my dining room, and when I looked to see what it was, I saw this awful, disgusting pile of crap on my dinner table. It's quite big, too, which has me worried that whatever produced this might still be in the house, because who knows how big this thing is. I mean, my dog can't even lay down something that big.
Rotten eggs.
Please hold.
Rotten eggs. I think rotten eggs will be our kind of go-to sign. Is that a trash gnome? Rotten eggs, okay. Large clumps of fur. That big. That's my theory, is it's a trash gnome based off of the term rotten eggs. And a disgusting pile of crap on my dinner table. I'm gonna go with this because I just think that's the right answer, to tell you the truth. Trash gnome. The rotten eggs kind of is what tips me off. A dining room table. There probably might be a trash can nearby, so I wouldn't be too shocked. Oh, and another call. That was quick.
Hey, yeah, Paul here.
Hi, Paul.
I'm not sure what to do anymore. My kids can't sleep at night. I've been spraying about 50 different kinds of pesticides all over the place, washed and scrubbed all the bed sheets as much as frickin' possible, and every night it's the same story. Bunch of itchy kids with nightmares waking up at 4 a.m. and begging to sleep in Papa's bed. I'm fresh out of ideas.
Bunch of itchy kids with nightmares waking up at 4 a.m. Okay, please hold, Paul. Thank you for calling.
Hold.
Itchy kids. Washed. Dreamweavers. Sorry. And these things create some dreams, but they don't force bad dreams? Itchy kids. With nightmares. Let's look at some of the night creatures. Gonna be deadly demons, dark conditions, night wisp. I think just whispers like good fortune. Cobalt, no. Feyflu? Endless. It just says endless dreams, not nightmares. The Fey Feast. Dorcha? Fishing of a lurking shadow. Bed teeth. Tickling or itching. Barely slightly acidic. Given the research, however, they tend to grow rather sharp, and if left treated over time, infection. Bed hags. Word croaking, wheezing at nights. Shortness of breath. Bed bugs? Why would it be bed bugs? Be harmless. Huh. Strange. This one's making me think bed teeth, but he washed his sheets, right? Washed and scrubbed all the bed sheets as much as possible. Every night the same story. A bunch of itchy kids with nightmares waking up at 4 a.m. and begging to sleep in Papa's bed. Super strange. Night to know? I already looked at that. Portal, raccoon, no. Soap sprite, no. Spriggan, doubt it. Unicorn fungi. Really, the only thing I could even think of is bed teeth. And he's been washing his dishes. Or what? Not his dishes, his sheets. What else could it be? Dreamweaver is a thought. Dreamweaver appears. He did say 50 different pesticides. Feed off the dreams of humans while they sleep. While they do not increase, can lead to anxiety, and the large webs that can weave can often trap dust. Refrain from sleeping as long as possible in order to starve the creature and encourage it to find a new home. Strange. It could be a dream. It could be a Dreamweaver. It actually could. Not bed bugs. I'm going to put bed teeth, but Dreamweaver would be my big old second pick. But he hasn't mentioned anything about spiders. But the 50 pesticides. But saying itchy kids is confusing me. Lead to anxiety. Bed teeth. That's what I'm going with. Sorry, Paul, if I'm wrong. That one's a little tough. But I like the development of this game. I hope the creators of it had fun creating this lore for these cryptids. It's very interesting to me. The HSH being somewhat evil, it seems. Helping the ones above and below the soil.
Okay, you want to explain to me what the hell is happening? I called last week to ask why my home heater has been having issues, and nothing's changed after following the instructions you sent me. Be quiet. I know your teeth hurt, but Daddy's on the phone right now. Anyway, we're still freezing freezing our butts off over here. So tell me what the hell is happening right now so I can get this fixed properly.
Please hold, Charles.
Please hold.
Those kids crying. An issue about a heater. There are a couple things that could be, because there's a lot of mentions of heaters in a few of these articles. It could be, I mean, a leprechaun. Precious metals. Damage to heaters. And the baby's teeth hurt, but I doubt the little baby has dental crowns or braces, you know? I'm trying to think of the other creatures that hurt, like heaters and stuff. I apologize if I'm not talking as much as the last couple episodes. It really just might be a leprechaun. I like how house fires is here, but hasn't really happened. Makes sense though. I mean, why would they call us for a house fire? I guess I would just go leprechaun. That's the only one that I remember talking about heaters. It fully mentioned a heater. So leprechaun. Cool. Yeah, these days have been getting a lot longer. I find it quite interesting. Oh, let's see. The next day should be the last one, from my understanding.
I think some pranksters might be giving my wife and I a run for our money.
Of course, Edward.
Lately, my wife's clothes have started going missing, and at night I keep hearing this strange whoopee cushion type sound coming from outside. I tried to scare the kids off by keeping the porch lights on at night and putting out a neighborhood watch sign, but I think they're onto my tricks. Do you have any advice you can send me?
Oh, yeah, of course, Edward. Just give me a moment and I will get that information sent right to you. If you would please hold. Thank you for calling HSH. Edward.
Please hold.
So that is a... not a puka, a troll. That's a troll. Whoopee cushion sound and missing clothing. That one's quite easy. Thank you, Edward. Cool. And we just keep on moving. Next call.
Hello, I saw your commercial and I thought I would call just in case you might know what's going on. I was recently putting on my kettle for a bit of afternoon Earl Grey when I heard this awful buzzing sound coming from the cupboard. I looked around inside, but I couldn't find anything but a few loose tea leaves. I'm quite concerned about the hornets and the bees and the like because I'm quite allergic to their stings, you know. So I just wanted to know if there's anything I should be worried about right now. My hearing isn't what it used to be, after all.
Of course, Sheila. Thank you so much for calling HSH. I appreciate that you enjoyed our commercial. Did it have a lot of soil involved? That's besides the point. Thank you so much for calling. I'm going to have to put you on hold, but I'll send some information right away to help you out. Please hold.
Please hold.
She has tea sprites. Oh, it doesn't. It's one of those calls. Gotcha. It's a T-Sprite. Nope, still, oh, the audio. Yeah, I think the audio's still down. Let's listen. No, it actually plays. Okay, we're getting a call.
Hi, we need some medical help. I'm not exactly sure what to say since I talked to our family practitioner already, but he said to call here, so we've been having some trouble sleeping. I thought it was just me, but both my husband and I started feeling shortness of breath around the same time. I'm worried about something spreading through our house since our kids all have asthma and some particularly severe allergies. We tried washing all the bed sheets in the house, but that didn't really help much. Thankfully, the kids haven't had any issues yet, so could you help us out sooner rather than later?
Oh, thank you so much for calling, Christy. I really appreciate it. Don't worry, we'll send you information right away that could help you out with you and your family. So sorry to hear about that. Please hold.
Please hold.
I am pretty positive she has a bed hag. Shortness of breath. Oh, still. Interesting. Okay. It's a bed hag. Then we just gotta go with her gut, huh? Intriguing. I like it. I like how it kind of has to, it expects of us that we have already read all of these articles, or at least skimmed over them at the very least. We're playing the game. We are this far in. They have expected us to read these articles, and you know what? Yeah, fair enough, honestly. And I did. I have read these articles, and I've enjoyed reading them. Some more than others. Some are a little creepy. Let's answer.
So, I've been hearing this weird sound coming from the walls. Not exactly sure what it is, but I've been having a hard time sleeping at night because of this sound. Can you hear that? It's been non-stop lately. I've replaced all of my smoke detector batteries and everything, but I cannot figure out where the sound is coming from.
Hey, Carla, I don't want to alarm you, but you need to leave the house immediately. Repeat, leave the house immediately, Carla. I'm going to put you on hold and send you information right away.
Please hold.
So this is absolutely whistling fungi. Singing in harmony. That's what it sounded like. Gulp. Wonder what happens. It's whistling fungi for sure, though. Alright, cool. We've been doing pretty good so far. I would assume, I hope. Bed teeth, that bed teeth one I was a little hesitant on. Let's see. Next call.
The pile keeps growing. Tell me how to get rid of it. The instructions you sent didn't work and it smells so foul. I'm hearing angry voices coming from the walls. They keep telling me to eat it. Please, I don't want to eat it. Don't make me eat.
Okay. Oh, no. I think it might be the feast. The Fae Feast. Wait. I didn't have to send anything.
Hey, yeah, Paul here again.
Hey, Paul.
Thanks a bunch for nothing, pal. I followed the instructions you sent, and they did jack. I ain't gotten a wink of sleep. My kids are breaking out in all sorts of rashes. See you never.
Sorry, Paul. Huh.
coming from. I think it's upsetting my puppy Meatball, too. He's really been acting up lately. I can hardly blame him. It smells so terribly rotten.
Oh.
Please, can you help?
Well, Maple. All right, Rachel, please hold. I'm going to send you some information. You're not going to like the answer. Please hold.
Please hold.
Yeah, she got a puka. Her kid, or not her kids, her dog's dead. Meatball's gone. This is the Fae Feast is a really creepy article. Just real creepy. Oh my god, Flipper. I was not expecting to hear Flip. Okay. Wasn't expecting to see him again. After they said they got rid of him. Okay, that was our shift. I'm really freaked out. I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready. We got this. I'm assuming that thing's gonna be much... There's a hole now. There's a hole now. Okay. Corporate congratulations. Employee number 036. We are happy to report that we are most pleased with your labors and are currently making all the necessary preparations for your pending dissension. Assuming you pass the trial, the soil is fertile. Keep up the great work, and thanks for working through the weekend. Sincerely, HSH Corporate. Huh. Entry browser. These are just all the entries. Okay. Is that it? Oh, Sunday. Here we are. Makes me feel like this day is going to be very different from the rest. Okay, yeah. That was different. Clock in. A lot creepier. Thy trial hath begun. Doesn't show me. Okay. We are many, we are above, we are follows our queen. What are we?
Please hold.
What? What? We are many, we are above, we are followers of our queen. What are we? Is it just bees? Are you bees? Huh. Just fucking bees? Okay. Okay, showcase thy knowledge. It's creeping me out, man. We got this. Got this. We got this. I am not living, yet I clatter. I am small, I am weak, I serve my purpose, then I die. What am I? Then I clatter. Animations. It's an animation. I am not living, yet I clatter. I am small, I am weak, I serve my purpose, then I die. What am I? An animation. They're puppets that move until their purpose is done. Animation. Sent to client. Good job. Forge ahead. Okay. We got this. We got this. Oh, creepy face. Put on hold. Please hold.
Please hold.
I am the beggar. I am the encroacher of the dry. I am friend to the water of the sky. What am I? I am the beggar. I am the encroacher of the dry. I am friend to the water of the sky. What am I? Is that a rain nymph? Sounds like a rain nymph. I'm gonna say rain nymph. Did just go off my memory, and it's been a day since I've read some of these. Day or two. Rain nymph. Go rain nymph. Let's do this. Press on, employee. Skull. Hope that isn't Mike. Oh God. Please hold.
Please hold.
I am the harbinger of death. I am the bringer of pestilence. I am forever in the nuance. What am I? It's a mice. The mice, the bringer of the black plague, bringer of disease. Considered a worthless animal by these articles. It's a mouse. Info sent. Decline. Good job. Rechoice. Okay. Much step within and they lose their way. Put on
Please
hold.
hold.
I am the domains of those who have too much. Step within and they lose their way. What am I? The closet labyrinth. You go in, you want riches. You can get riches in labyrinth. You're the closet labyrinth. Foe successful, sent to the client. Good job. Spend thy mind. We're now outside of the dirt into the sky, it seems. Answering the call. We are companions of the garden. We compel those who tread to tread no longer. What are we?
Please hold.
I think that one might be a seedling. We are companions of the garden. We compel those who tread to tread no longer. What are we? It could be a Spriggan, too. I'm going seedling. Going with my gut. Hopefully getting things wrong doesn't kill us. Let's go, seedling. Info successfully sent. Let's go, thy silted soul. Now we are below the soil. We are the ones below, it seems. Some kind of cult? HSH? He calls this gonna be Carol or some shit, or is this another question? Oh, looks like that's a... I am the dancer, I am the bringer of destruction, I consume the weak and the reckless, I am the forsaken oil and the careless light, what am I?
Please hold.
I am the dancer, I am the bringer of destruction, I consume the weak and the reckless, I am forsaken oil and the careless light, what am I? This one's tough. I am the dancer. I am the bringer of destruction. I consume the weak and the reckless. Okay. I am the forsaken oil and the careless light. the dancer, I am the bringer of destruction. I consume the weak and the reckless. I am the forsaken oil and the careless light. What am I? Oh goodness, what could that be? Oh gosh, what could that be? I am the dancer, I am the bringer of destruction. What dances? What brings destruction? Night wisp? No, maybe. Could be a night wisp. What dances? Spriggan? No. I am the dancer. I am the bringer of destruction. I consume the weak and the reckless. I am the forsaken oil and the careless light. What am I? I don't know. I don't know. This one is confusing me quite a bit. There's a couple could be in my head. Boggart could be a possibility. But Night Wisp is kind of screaming to me. So they beg, they kind of beg for wishes and well wishes and come on outside. I am the dancer, I am the bringer of destruction. I consume the weak and the reckless. The reckless to go outside. The weak who listens to those. Is there anything else it could be though? I think maybe. I don't know. I am the dancer. I am the bringer of destruction. Consume the weak. I feel like I'm wrong. Let's find out together. We got this. Come on. Info successfully sent to client. Good job. Descend. And we're getting a call. I am the seeker. I am the one who delivers. What am I?
Please hold.
I am the seeker. I'm the one who delivers. Wait. I think the last one might have been... Dorcha. Well, no, actually, it's gotta be... Dorcha's gotta be this one. He's the deliverer. He delivers. We know that. We read that he delivers, so Dorcha. He delivers. We're not getting any more calls. Or not any more different pictures. Strange. Huh. Did we fail the trial? Nope, we're getting a call. Oh, the eyes.
Supervisor Carroll here. We've been watching you closely. For all this time, you have been providing excellent and accurate answers to our callers. These acts will not go unrewarded, and I'm pleased to report that you have qualified for a promotion. Please stand by while I prepare thy promotion.
What does that mean, Carol? Goodbye, Carol.
Promotion in progress. Please stand by.
Okay, I don't like this. I don't like that, Carol. You became scary. Okay. Okay, we're being promoted, it seems. Hi, Carol. You've transformed, it seems.
Congratulations! All hail our new junior supervisor!
Okay, we're a junior supervisor, and this is how we get promoted. There's a song? That's really fun. There's this whole buildup of horror and terror, and then it's just like, yeah, you're the junior supervisor now. Now we'll get a song. That's really funny. What a fun game. I really enjoyed that. Is there anything new on the screen? I'm very curious. So there's a new area and there's an art book. Look at that. Let's check it out. Hi, I'm Nick Lives, the creator of Home Safety Hotline. If you're reading this, it hopefully means you are invested enough in this game to be curious about its development. If so, you've come to the right place. This is a peek into the game's art, development process, and all the human messiness that entails. I hope you enjoy this thorough and admittedly indulgent look into what went into making Home Safety Hotline the game it is right now. When I was maybe 10 or 12, my grandfather gifted me a Dungeons and Dragons monster manual. Grandmother picked up from a thrift store. Immediately I fell in love with this book, despite having no idea what its purpose was. I would scour its pages constantly, learning everything I could about its many, many imaginative creatures. Since I started developing games, I very much wanted to make a game about the pure joy I experienced flipping through a bestiary. Many games have featured in-game bestiaries, but rarely is it important to actually read through them in much detail. I will say, with the creator of the game, I also really enjoy Dungeons and Dragons myself. And you know what? That's a really cool premise, that you read through the bestiary. That is awesome. I really enjoyed that. My first attempt at crafting a game based around my love for bestiaries was a game aptly titled Bestiary, a fantasy game in which you play a researcher testing the dead bodies of monster corpses with various medical implements in an attempt to write an accurate bestiary entry for them, noting properties as you went. This prototype never really made it past the conceptual stage, with these concept arts and a crude interactable UI being as far as I took it. I wasn't fully happy with the direction, as it was really art heavy, seemed too generic, and felt little like the activity that inspired it. Huh. I actually really enjoy that art. I like that concept. Huh. New magic. Skip ahead a while, and my wife and I wind up both getting jobs as actors at a local fantasy theme park called Evermore Park, in which she played a playful fairy, and I voiced the puppeteered this big monster called the Fey King. The park gave a lot of improvisational freedom to its actors, and my wife and I both wound up really stretching some creative muscles while we were there. Every day we would be crafting up stories on the spot for guests and improvising scenes with other actors. Eventually, many of the actors quit or were let go, but the park left a substantial creative void within many of the people who had worked there, myself included. As time went on, I sorely missed performing and improvising with other actors, and the constant but rewarding creative challenge of tale weaving and lore crafting on the fly. 1-800-Bestiary. During the pandemic, as things felt increasingly dire and lonely, I wrote up a new design document entitled 1-800-Bestiary, a game about answering calls for a hotline that prescribes solutions to various kind of monster infestations. The hope was, with the caller angle, I'd be able to wrangle a bunch of actor friends into this fun and quick project, and maybe we would all get a chance to recreate some of that creative spark, and I'd finally get to scratch my childhood bestiary itch. Alas, other priorities came up with other projects I was developing, so 1-800-Bestiary remained on the back burner for another 3 years. Analog horror. At the end of 2022, I released a horror game called Night Signal that I've been trying to finish for the past few years, and while the game didn't perform great financially, it sure seemed to resonate with those in the YouTube comment sections. Because I'm a weak human who craves validation, naturally, I read each and every comment as it came in. I would see some people say Night Signal reminded them of something called analog horror. I gave into curiosity and started going down this analog horror rabbit hole. Once again, I immediately fell in love. Here was this incredibly fascinating subgenre of horror, a horror that oozed with creativity in its second-hand approach to storytelling, all while being wrapped in an instantly recognizable and nostalgic aesthetic. Gemini Home Entertainment in particular quickly became my favorite, with its more subdued approach in presenting its horrors so matter-of-factly, buried in signed informational videos about mundane topics like wildlife and camping. I also really like Gemini Horror Entertainment. Local 58 is very good. I enjoy analog horror is my point, and I'm glad the creator enjoyed it as well and created this work of art. Lunar Archives. During my newfound love affair with analog horror, it occurred to me at some point that the genre would be a perfect match for 1-800-Bestiary's gameplay concept, and right away I revived the pitch and started on crafting a working prototype. I settled quick on a Windows 95 inspired interface, since analog horror was frequently channeling 90s era media formats. Yeah, absolutely. And it felt like the only natural digital equivalent. I only crafted this quick proof of concept piece before building the interface in Engine and iterating from there. The new working title was Lunar Archives, as I tentatively decided the new concept would revolve around aliens. At this time, the idea was that aliens/monsters could be from anywhere in the world, since that opened the largest number of creative possibilities. I struggled to come up with interesting monsters in such a broad setting. However, and it didn't really feel scary yet to read about a monster that lives nowhere near me. Lives in your house. The bestiary entries increasingly felt like they needed to be more personal to be scary, so I decided the monsters should all be things that live in your home. Out of curiosity, I asked my wife one day if she knew any folklore about monsters that lived in your house. The answer was goblins. Oh, hell yes, now we're talking. I excitedly grabbed one of my sketchbooks so I could doodle up some weird gobos and the new, more fitting title idea. And also, yes, I also love gobos. Goblins, beautiful creatures. By beautiful, I mean wacky. Analog Horror Meets Papers, Please. Home Safety Hotline. Got the name down too. Strange things happen in your home. Gobbin' around. As soon as I started reading on house goblin folklore, I instantly felt like a kid again, and monster ideas just started flowing out. The first monster design I did was the first Hob photo. I drove right into Photoshop and started painting my interpretation of a little goblin in a photograph of a living room, Trevor Henderson style. I gave him little troll doll style troughs and some simple slits for eyes, trying to invoke a Guillermo del Toro. I can never pronounce his name, but I really like that del Toro-esque spirit of grounded, scary, but whimsical. Hob anatomy. After drawing my first Hob, I got a little carried away in my sketchbook, dreaming up different varieties of these weird little guys, in detailing how they would function. Different hair and false faces would denote different species and bring them closer in line with the big-nosed goblin design everyone is familiar with. Very interesting. Fae for days. It didn't take long for me to go deep diving into Wikipedia to uncover even more stories of Fae. There's the Bogart, the gnome, fairy/sprite, and begin interpreting them under the lens of my newfound design ethos, treating each creature as though it were simply some kind of bizarre animal. Creative liberties. Pushing that grow from the wall, warning if they start to sing, evacuate immediately. The idea for the inflatable trolls came from a mix between the folklore of trolls and spriggans, where spriggans were said to be small creatures that can grow to enormous size. When I read this, it made me think of pufferfish, and I laughed as I tried to picture what such a creature would look like when deflated. I gave this ability to the trolls because folklore usually portrayed them as too big to enter people's homes, and spriggans felt like they had plenty of distinctive qualities already. You know what? I actually quite like that idea. Ugh. Why do I do this to myself? When drawing monsters, frequently I would find myself having to paint the entire monster in order to get certain poses to feel accurate, before erasing parts of them later to hide them behind some furniture. Okay, so that'd be behind the furniture. Oh yeah, that's the leprechaun, isn't it? Some furniture blurring them to oblivion. And then, of course, they would be crushed into tiny pixels by the end anyway. Less is more, after all, but I still had to draw them more to get there. There's the puka. Silly scares. I'm scared by a lot of stupid, silly things as such. Both humor and horror can feel like one and the same sometimes. When I read about stories of the puka who pretends to be a horse just to buck people around to scare them for a laugh, I thought of what the indoor modern equivalent might be, and immediately thought of those viral videos of tiny dogs creepily staring at their owners. This is the result, and it might be my proudest artistic achievement. I think the puka was really well done. Gnome problem. These gnomes in particular may have suffered the most from the reduction in image fidelity when compared to their paintings. So here they are in all their higher definition glory. Check them out. Check out them little guys. Yeah, these are, oh my god, I didn't realize it was like standing at the windowsill. I thought it was really far back for the night gnome. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest, still can't really see the attic gnome all that well, but it looks like he's kind of like leaning against a wall. It's very nice though, very well done. Spriggan spy. Yeah, I couldn't really see the spriggan. The spriggan by far may be the hardest creature to spot. All throughout development, I've asked playtesters to try and find the spriggan. No one has found the spriggan. I could consider this a failure on my part as a designer, but instead I left as is in the final product, making of this what you will. It's zoomed in, and yeah, I guess that's the spriggan. Troll in focus. The troll is another creature that I painted in far more detail before blurring him to hell and back. So here he is in all his wrinkly, deflated glory for your viewing pleasure. I love it. I love how the troll looks. Great. Oh, that I don't like. The boggart is maybe the most traditionally spooky creature I've designed for HSH, with his uncanny human-like face and long, slender figure. After reading into boggart lore and finding out they are short of forefathers of modern-day boogeymen, it seems only fitting to make the boggart more traditionally ghoulish. Yeah, it is real creepy looking. Scruffy fellow. That's for the trash goblin, or trash gnome. The trash gnome was inspired by a fan suggestion described as Oscar the Grouch, but worse. The thought of a muppety creature with a large mouth that lives in the trash was too entertaining to pass up. To create the trash gnome, I took a picture of a raccoon and rearranged the eyes and head to create our scruffy little friend here. This is once again another creature where I created more than would be seen in the end result. Self-writing entries. To source photographs for entries, I would browse free-use CCO photography libraries for photos that looked like they would be perfect for photoshopping a monster within. On occasion, I would stumble upon a photograph that was so intriguing on its own, I would be inspired to write an entry for it as is. This photo, for example, by Tasha Korowski, or Kamrowski, was immediately captivating and inspired the mirror nymph entry on its own. I changed the skin tone to up the creep factor slightly, but the photo is otherwise unaltered. Really intriguing. Hidden in plain sight. Making people question ordinary objects in their homes is both quite funny and quite creepy. And that's something these fan-suggested entries, Soap Sprite and Laundry Gnome, exhibited pretty well. Spritey little fellows. Oh my god. They look fucking very silly there. The design for sprites was intended to be a mixture between mosquitoes and more traditional fairy designs. In general, I am frightened of most flying insects, and so I wanted the idea of having a little fairy in your home to give people like me the shivers. And then the Warlock. The Warlock Remnant is in fact an edited photograph of me wearing a Halloween mask from my childhood, along with a cheap vampire costume I had for past Halloween. Felt cute, might delete later. That it's really funny. That's super funny. The concept of coupons came after I had received feedback for demo players asking for more motivation for playing the game well, since playing the game poorly would net you more interesting content in the form of consequence calls. I thought that pointless employee discounts for products offered by HSH would make for funny yet lore-heavy content for high-scoring incentives, and based the look off of product images of 90s infomercial ads. Hell yeah. A ratty end. Originally, the game over ending was much simpler and to the point, with Carol firing the player and wiping their memory before sending them on their way. After the promotion ending was written, it was decided to come up with something a little more whimsical for the ending, the game over to better suit the world of HSS. Inspired by Rodal, the witches, we came up with the idea that Carol would turn the player into a mouse instead. On the morning of the shoot, I molded these props from air drying clay, painted them with acrylic paint, and then hastily glued Fox Craft Store fur onto them. David then held these in front of the camera while I filmed the ending on my living room floor. I didn't know there's another ending. Interesting. Riddle me this. Originally, the player received their promotion at the end of their shift on Saturday, but it felt a bit too abrupt to go from otherwise normal workday to the game's fantastical ending in the span of a single call. After a bit of brainstorming, we wound up coming up with a dedicated final trial day, where you would be called by cryptic cloaked callers testing your knowledge with riddles, all without having access to your database of information. Pace yourself. When the game's ending was written, in order for music to be composed for it early on, the crude animated storyboard or structure of the ending, or animatic, was created in order to dictate the pacing and structure of the ending so music could be written for it. The animatic in music would later also serve to guide the pacing of the actual shoot, with David shouting out the appropriate cues as we filmed. The promotion crown. The promotion crown was a nuke prop I hot glued together out of various craft store materials, including a small wreath, little curvy sticks, and fake mushrooms. Given the player is only getting their first promotion, the materials involved are all more crude and common than the more lavish crown that Faye Carol wears. In addition to playing the role of Carol, Courtney also designed the final makeup and costume look for Faye Carol in the game's ending cutscene, depicting Carol in her truer, more ancient form. In Courtney's own words, I wanted to look like a proper swamp witch. Faye Carol's costume was also pieced together by Courtney herself, utilizing stressed netting, faux moss, and a stressed black skirt. And finally topping it all with a crown fashioned from faux twigs and leaves. Thank you, Nick Lives. This was a wonderful game, and I really appreciate this art book. Had a wonderful time, and I hope everyone who watched enjoyed watching me play through it. If you enjoyed the video, maybe stick around. I'm going to be playing more spooky games or just fun. I kind of want chiller games in general as my prerogative. So if you enjoyed your time and you want to see more, why not hit like? See what happens, I suppose. I hope you all enjoyed watching me go through Home Safety Hotline. I really enjoyed it. And good night. Let's log out.